Or paper set up. In our beginning box, you're going to write what we know so far in the story, and it needs to be complete sentences. Okay, complete sentences. I want you to use details. Tell me exactly what's happening. I haven't read this book. You guys are the one reading it.
We don't know about the end yet.
So what we're doing, if you wait, I'll tell you what we're doing for that.
Oh, I know the end.
Wait, can you sit on your bottom, please? Okay, so what we're doing is we are going to write the beginning of the story that we know. That's just where we're going to start. So how do we usually start a story? What's something that you might say at the beginning of a story? Or like the name of the character. Okay, so how would you start a story? If you were writing a book right now, what would maybe be your first line?
Like when you put
Josh,
like on
over
a
here.
topic, you could put Ranger. And stuff. Like my book on I Survive, what it does is it's like when you see it, like I'm reading the tornado one, and it says like what about the tornado, and then on chapter 2 it just stops and talks about this before the tornado happened.
Okay, so you're talking about like how chapter books work. What would be something you usually see at the beginning of a story? Would you start a story with and? No. What would be like a good opening line for a story? In some books you may have seen Once Upon a Time or A Long Time Ago first. You could start with So you could do maybe like One Day Long Ago, something like that. So in our beginning box up here, we're just going to write the beginning of the story, okay? The beginning of our story, Ranger in Time. And remember, we're using full sentences. We're not just writing words. What has happened so far in this story? What's happened? What do we know about this story so far? Write it down for me. Who is? He who? Okay, so let's use Ranger. Head up. Do we need to lose a tally?
No.
No?
I'm all tired.
Okay. When you're done with your beginnings, we're going to move on to the middle of the story. So we're not in the middle yet, right? We've only read 3 chapters.
Pages.
Yeah, we've read 25 pages. So what we're going to do now is I want you to tell me what you think is going to happen in the middle. Predict what you think is going to happen. Write me 2 to 3 sentences about what you think is going to happen. What's going to happen next? So now we're going to move on to the end. So now that we know what's happening in the middle, we predicted what's happening in the middle. What do you think is going to happen in the end? How would you end this story if you are the author? I want you to write your own version of the ending based on what you think is going to happen in the middle and what we know has happened in the beginning. I want you to write 2 to 3 sentences for your ending. And again, give me some details. You can use details to describe things. You can use details to tell me why you think that's going to happen. Go more in depth with your writing. I've written our beginning, middle, and end. Does anybody want to read theirs out loud? You want to read yours out loud, Blake? Okay.
Ranger is...
So this is your beginning.
In his backyard and digging in the garden.
Okay. Can you tell me your middle?
Yeah. Ranger is going to find the girl. He is trying to catch the girl. Ranger has to try to get the girl, but he has to go through stuff.
Okay. And how about your ending? Are you listening to Josh's story? Blake's story? Are you listening?
Ranger is
Are you
happy
listening?
to be back with his family. Ranger is happy to be in his backyard to chase the squirrels.
All right. That sounds like a good book. Okay, Josh, can you share yours, please?
So I can play with my donut?
Nope. We're going to listen to Josh's story.
I will, but I'm also going to play with my donut.
Okay.
They are traveling with Bacon, and Ranger gets tumbleweed and is a time traveler now. And at the Oregon Trail,